Hey leadership students, I have the second half of Wa-1 for you today. Now remember, technique is more important than memorization. So if you have the first half of your form memorized, but you're nervous about memorizing the second half for fear that your technique will go downhill on your first half, please make sure that your technique is winning out over how many moves you know. Because as you know, a side kick will be used in Wa-1, Wa-2, Chunjung-1, Chunjung-2 in your black belt forms. But it may not always follow the exact same move that's in Wa-1, or it may not be right before the exact same move in Chunjung-2 or whatever it is. So make sure as you're thinking about memorizing your form, yes, memorization is important. But if you forego technique, just so that you can say you have a whole form memorized, that doesn't make you a better martial artist. So make your moves the best they can be, learn what you can learn, and have fun with the rest of Wa-1. Here we go. So we just finished the first half. So we're in our back stance. We just finished our double outer forearm block. So from right here, we have a pretty fun move. We're going to step and turn into a back stance for a square block. Now I want you to pay attention. When we do our square block, our step position is one hand at our side and one hand across at our ear. So my back foot is going to step up, feet together, knees bent, and as I step through, my hands are going to set on the side of my body and at my ear. I'm going to turn the long way around and go back the way like I did at the very beginning of our form. So I'm going to step behind me, turn all the way into a back stance, and do a square block. We'll work on this in class in detail, so we'll figure out the technique there if you don't know it. From here, I set my hands. I'm going to do two kicks. A front kick to the front, and then towards the back of the room with the same leg, I'm going to do a repeat side kick. So my hands are set. I do a number 2 front kick. I look to the back of the room. I'm going to pivot and do a side kick. Now I'm going to land all the way back where I started in a front stance. My front hand aims for a vertical punch, so my knuckles are going up and down. Vertical punch to the body, aim at the head. Vertical punch to the head. Now I'm going to aim back down for a punch to the body, but my knuckles are going to go back horizontal, so they're going to be cross. I'm going to step through into a back stance. Back stance, punch to the body. Regular horizontal punch. That hand opens up, pulls to my ear. I aim for a knife hand strike, head level. You're striking to the neck on this one. So I aim high, knife hand strike high. The next move is a high-low block. My high hand, the one that is knife hand striking, stays high and closes. My palm is facing back towards the back of the room. My low hand is going to go all the way low. It's facing the back of the room as well. So the back of my fists are pointing towards the mirrors, and my fingers are pointing to the back of the room. My back leg is going to step all the way around into a closed stance. Back leg steps all the way around into a closed stance, knees are bent, and I do a front high-low block. From here, my top hand is telling me the direction I'm going. I call this my hitchhiking hand. So I'm pointing behind me because that's the way my belly is going to go. My hand set for a double knife hand block on that side of my body. My back leg is going to step back into a back stance, double knife hand block. I aim to that part of the room, so I aim to the back of the room. My back hand is going to do a horizontal spear hand strike, flat, not pointed up and down. From the spear hand strike, I'm going to do an outer crescent kick. My front leg is going to crescent kick all the way around towards the front of the room. And I'm going to end up with my stomach facing the windows. Front leg, outer crescent kick, land in a middle stance. From this middle stance, the other side of my body, so my right hand is palm up on my belly for a knife hand block. Opposite hand is on top, closed. I'm going to do a knife hand block. So that block looks like I'm pointing at someone with the palm of my hand, telling them to stop. I aim belly level and punch. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. This is just like the first half of the form. This side will just repeat what the first two combinations looked like. My back back leg, the one furthest away from the front of the room, is going to step up into a closed stance as my hands set for my square block. Now I want to see that one more time. Notice that I just kind of curl up into this stance. My backhand, the one tucked in from the reed chamber of my punch, doesn't even move. It stays right here. Now I'm going to keep turning all the way around, landing in my back stance, and I'm going to square block. Back leg is going to do our front kick, side kick. Back leg number 2, front kick. And then I'm going to side kick to the back of the room as I look. I pivot and side kick. And I'm going to put that foot behind me in a front stance. Front hand aims up and down for a vertical punch. Belly level, vertical punch. That hand aims head level, vertical punch. Change that hand to a horizontal aim. Aim at the belly, step through into a back stance. Horizontal punch to the body. That hand opens up, pulls to my ear. I'm in a knife hand strike, high, neck level. Knife hand strike. Now remember, high hand stays high. The palm faces behind me. Low hand goes low, palm faces behind me. Back leg, this time I'm not going to spin around, but I'm going to pull that leg together for a closed stance. Both feet touching together. Front high-low block. Now remember, my high hand is my hitchhiking hand. It's telling me that this is the way I'm going to go. That's the side my hands go to for a double knife hand block in a back stance. From here, I aim front hand. Back hand sets for my horizontal spear hand strike. And again, I'm going to take my front foot, crescent kick all the way around and make it land all the way behind me so that my stomach again is pointing in the opposite direction than what it is right now. And I'm going to do my outer crescent kick and land in a middle stance. Front leg, outer crescent kick, land in a middle stance. Opposite arm sets palm up across my stomach. Top hand is palm down. This is my knife hand block. Aim to the belly and punch. That's all 4 last combos, or the second half of Wa-1. My front leg slides all the way back for my Jumbi position, and then it slides all the way in for shoot. Now let's do it one more time. I'm going to go through that second half without any pauses. Just finished the end of the first half. Good luck. Keep practicing. I will give you opportunities to show this off in your leadership class so that you can work out all the details. I know that it may be a little hard to see, but I hope between the curriculum book, our class time, and then this video, you'll be able to succeed on learning the second half of the form. Good luck.